Hey guys, welcome to Digit.in, and today we have with us the 50-inch Kodak 4K TV. Now this TV is priced at about 34,000 rupees, so on a budget you do expect a TV to make some compromises. However, we have seen a lot of value for money TVs in the 40,000 rupees price range. So does this TV qualify in that value for money category? Are you getting what you're paying for? Well, we're about to find out. Kicking things off with the design, the Kodak 50 UHD X Smart TV isn't slim like the Mi TV. To be clear, I'm okay if a budget TV isn't slim. When you are on a tight budget, compromising on the slimness is okay. You can wall mount the TV or put it on a table. I use the included two stands to set up the TV. The table stand is made of metal, sturdy, and holds the TV in place very well. The table stand is high enough to house a gaming console under it without interfering with the panel of the TV. You can easily house a 2.5-inch soundbar under the TV as well. If you plan to place something taller than 3 inches, then you may want to consider their placement in a cabinet beneath the TV because of the space you have there. When it comes to connectivity, the Kodak 50-inch TV has 3 HDMI ports, 2 USB ports, an Ethernet port, an SD card port, one component which is the RGB cable, one composite connection, and the good old antenna as well. The TV has a coaxial port for audio along with a good old headphones jack. So overall, 3 HDMI ports is good for connectivity options. It has enough audio out as well. However, the only problem is that the rare 2 HDMI ports are quite close to each other. So if you have a first generation Chromecast and or a Fire TV stick, you may want to think about getting an extender if you want to attach two devices there together. Now the Kodak 50-inch TV boasts of a 10-bit panel that's made by Samsung. It has a 4K resolution which is 3840 by 2160. The TV does not support HDR. The TV has a bunch of built-in services like Netflix, Hotstar, and more. It has hotkeys on the remote control for this as well. Pressing the hotkeys launches the app in a heartbeat. However, Netflix on the Kodak TV is a mobile app, so you can forget about getting 4K resolution on it. Also, you can't update the app natively. This is a real bummer. You also can't use the playback controls on the remote control for the Netflix app, and this can get frustrating. Don't expect to get the best picture quality from the built-in Netflix app either. To make the most of the TV's panel, you will have to resort to other alternatives. Now we watched HD content on the TV and it streamed well. The visual fidelity was good, nothing that will hamper the viewing experience. We saw 4K content on Netflix using the Xbox One X. We saw a lot of Daredevil Season 2, Star Trek Discovery. We also saw a little bit of the Grand Tour. I couldn't help but notice the fact that there was a lot of noise in some of the dark scenes in Star Trek Discovery and Daredevil. I tried to adjust the noise from the TV settings and it looked like medium was the best way to go. The Daredevil Season 2 Episode 3 staircase fight sequence was good on the TV, albeit the noise in the really dark areas. You could once again leave the picture settings at standard instead of movie and make sure that the backlight is at 100% to make the most of the TV. It worked well under these settings. We saw Star Trek Discovery Season 1 Episode 1, the part where the Klingon is killed, and it looked good. The transition from the light sequences in the spaceship to the darkness of space was seamless, although don't expect to see the details in the dark parts of space like stars. Overall, if you have access to 4K content on a device like the Xbox One X, then you can enjoy content in 4K but not HDR. The panel on the TV is reflective, but nothing that's too bad. The viewing angles are generous, but from extreme angles you will notice a color shift. Overall, considering the price, the content viewing experience on the TV is good. We played a lot of games using the Xbox One X and the PS4 Pro. The input lag is nothing to complain about. On the Xbox One X, we played Forza Horizon 3, Rise of the Tomb Raider, and on the PS4 Pro, we played games like God of War, Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice, Battlefield 1, and more. The gaming experience is fun as far as visuals are concerned, with the only downside being the noise in some of the dark areas of Rise of the Tomb Raider. Okay, now when it comes to gaming, we have gamed a lot on the Xiaomi Mi TV 4, which is of course fantastic because it's a 4K and an HDR panel. And if you can see the consoles we have here, we have a PS4 Pro and an Xbox One X that can make the most of both 4K and HDR. So yes, if 4K HDR gaming is something that you're looking for, then you're better off considering a device like the Mi TV. However, if you do not have a 4K console, if you have the original Xbox One or a PS4 or are not really interested in HDR gaming to that level, then yeah, you can make the most of the 4K panel on this TV. Now the Kodak TV has two down-firing 10-watt speakers. To put things into perspective, the speakers sound better than what we've seen on the Mi TV 4, but they aren't ideal for a movie watching experience. They are okay for everyday use such as watching news or some programming on your TV, but won't do justice for gaming or movies. I recommend investing in a pair of speakers or a soundbar. Having said that, the speakers are loud enough for the average size living room. Watching soap operas or news shouldn't be a problem on the speakers of this TV. Now, if there's one problem that I really have, it is with the location of the IR receiver. It is in the bottom left corner of the TV, and if it is hidden by a device that you have in front of it, you're going to have to be very precise in pointing the remote, and this can get very annoying. You have to leave enough room around the IR receiver on the television to ensure you have a seamless experience while changing channels, and this can be a bummer, especially if you're someone like me that clutters the base with a lot of gadgets below your TV. Now the remote control itself is detailed, giving you access to all settings, including the ability to take a screenshot from the comfort of the remote control. Speaking of the build and design of the remote control, it's plastic, feels cheap. The buttons are rubbery and clicky. It's more because of the frustrating placement of the IR receiver that using the remote control becomes painful. The Kodak 50 UHD Smart TV runs on Android 4.4.4 but doesn't have the Google Play Store. Instead, it has its own app store, Aptoid, which means that you don't have to log in with a Google account to access the apps. Apps like Popcorn Time, Terranium TV and more are easily accessible for those interested, and they work well on the TV. The App Store has quite a bit of content for users. However, to make the most of the TV, I recommend a Fire TV stick or a Chromecast or a gaming console or any of the dozen media streaming devices available to make your TV smart. So here's answering the million-dollar question. Should you pay 34,000 rupees for this TV? Well, this is what you're getting. You're getting a 50-inch 4K panel at 60 Hz, which means it has HDMI 2.0, which is great. You have USB inputs as well in case you want to connect a USB device and play. The App Store does have some apps that are useful in case you don't want a full-blown smart TV experience. However, the device does have its cons as well. It does not have an HDR panel. The fact that you have to really precisely point the remote does make operating the TV at a basic functional level frustrating sometimes. And of course, the fact that the UI isn't the best. I mean, if you're looking for a great smart TV experience, you will have to invest in a third-party device like a Chromecast or a Fire TV stick or an Apple TV or a gaming console based on your preferences. However, if you look at the price point of 34,000 rupees and the features on offer on this TV, it is a great experience for those of you that are looking for 4K, don't really care about HDR, just want to be up there with a nice entry-level 4K TV on a budget of 34,000 rupees. As always, you can let us know what you thought of this review in the comment section below. For more videos like this one, you can subscribe to our channel. We just hit 100,000 subscribers a day or so ago, so thank you so much to everyone that has subscribed to our channel. We really appreciate it, and whatever content you guys would like to see us do, you can let us know in the comment section below, and we will do our best to get that to you. Thank you so much, guys. We will catch you in another video. It's goodbye for now.